If you have lateral pelvic tilt or uneven hips and you want to try an exercise you've never done before that can give you instantaneous relief and benefits, give this a shot. First, let's quickly talk about what we're trying to accomplish so that way you have good intention when executing the exercise. When we're biased towards lateral pelvic tilt, we have a higher hip on one side, and generally speaking, the center of gravity is being pushed over to that side of the body. The hip is higher and rotated more back on one side in many cases, and is also more forward and lower in many cases. The hip that's higher and rotated more back is stuck in a position of internal rotation, and the hip that's more forward and lower is oftentimes biased towards external rotation, or more opening of this space. So what we want to do is effectively flip that and be able to push out of the higher hiked up side and shift better into that side that's lower and more forward.
Lay on the side that you want to improve the mechanics of turning into on and get slightly less than about a 90-degree bend in both your knees and your hips away from the wall like this. Now, keeping that bottom leg on the ground, slowly rotate that top leg up so that way the toes and knee are directly pointing straight up at the ceiling and shin is parallel with the ground. Now, gently push into the wall with that top foot, and that's going to push you onto two contacts on your leg. One is in the side of your hip called your trochanter, and the other one is that bone on the outside of your knee. So all you got to do is apply that pressure and just feel that gentle but firm pressure into the ground of those 2 points, evenly spread pressure. Now, if you're finding it's hard to keep one of those points of contact down, regardless of whether it's your hip or your outside knee, you can take a pillow and just put it underneath the outside knee, and that'll allow you to find either of those contacts more easily. Everything else remains the same. A little bit of pressure, roll over, find those gentle points, and then just hang out. The last thing to keep in mind is don't over-rotate and force it like this. That is bad. It's just a gentle turn.